The Prime Minister of Cambodia, who is by far one of the world's longest-serving leaders, announced his decision to step down and appoint his oldest son to be his successor. Anisa de Guzman has a story.
After 38 years in power, Cambodian Prime Minister confirmed on state television his plan to resign and hand the position to his son in early August. The confirmation officially ended rumors his 45-year-old son, Hun Manet, will replace him as Prime Minister. He made the announcement after his ruling Cambodian People's Party, CCP, achieved a landslide victory in the general elections held this past weekend without any opponent, a move criticized by Western countries and rights organizations. His oldest son, who was the commander of the Royal Cambodian Army, won his first seat in parliament just days ago, a position that will make him eligible as Prime Minister. Hun Manet boasts of Western education under his belt, having graduated from the U.S. Military Academy, West Point, with a master's degree from New York University and a doctorate from Bristol University in Britain. Despite his Western education, observers don't expect any immediate shifts in policy after his father, Hun Sen, paved the way to build closer ties between Cambodia and China in recent years. Hun Sen said he is willing to return to his duties as Prime Minister if his son does not perform well. Di siya Anisa de Guzman, Rangan siya Kontep Mahanakon, SMNI News, Pratet Thai, Sawadika.
Police officers in Thailand vowed to greet former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra with arrest warrants on his expected return to the country next month after living in self-imposed exile for 15 years. Chatmongkol Pisamay Goson reports.
The family of former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra, who has been removed from power due to a military coup in 26, admitted they are both happy and worried about the outcome of his scheduled return to Thailand on August 10. The populist billionaire is set to arrive at Don Mueang Airport on August 10, which her daughter Paetongtarn Shinawatra announced during his father's 74th birthday this week. Thaksin Shinawatra, who remains popular among rural voters, was sentenced to 12 years in jail on 4 different charges, including for corruption and tax evasion. The former Prime Minister has lived overseas since fleeing the country in 2008 to avoid corruption charges, shifting residencies between Hong Kong, Singapore, Dubai, and London. His daughter, Paetongtarn Shinawatra, is one of the Pheu Thai Party's 3 prime ministerial candidates. Thailand's Corrections Department chief promised to treat the fugitive former prime minister as an elderly prisoner and to grant him whatever medical treatment he may need if he is in prison. รายงานจากราชบุรีนายชัดมงคลวิสมัยโกศล SMN News ประเทศไทย สวัสดีครับ
Red Cross is planning to use artificial intelligence to detect landmines and dot munitions in war-torn areas. God's Inouye has the details.
The International Committee of the Red Cross, or ICRC, is seeking to use AI developed by Japan to help war-torn areas such as Ukraine detect landmines and dead munitions to help people return to their home as early as possible.
The Red Cross, together with Japanese electronic company NEC Corporation and Japanese expert, has already developed a system involving drones and AI-aided equipment that improves its own image analysis capability by learning about its surroundings. The Red Cross wants to use the said system to help Ukraine track landmines and dead munitions. According to Marjana Spoljaric, ICRC president, the system will help anti-personal weapons contamination hit countries like Ukraine. Eric Tollefson, head of the committee's weapon contamination unit, added that the flying machines or drones can do the work of a dog in 6 months for just a day, and a deminer that identifies mines in 1 day in an area of 50 square meters. The drone will be able to do it only in 4 flights in an area of over 100,000 square meters. A physics professor at Waseda University, Hideyuki Sawada, said that using AI technology will help detect landmines more effectively and quickly, reducing mine-related deaths and injuries.
According to Sawada, if AI-aided equipment drone learns to detect landmines in urban settings or jungles, their landmine detection capabilities will improve further. Ijo Nihon kara Gadsino Hyoko Katashimashita, SMNI News, Japan.